So, this is a success story of one of my friends who has been following manifestation even before I had been doing it. But he doesn't know about conscious manifestation. He just is a very good positive thinker. And I wanted to share his story because it's a huge success story and I really love it. And that's it, that's about it. So, he was dating his girlfriend when he was in bachelor college, and for us, it's like years back. And he had almost 3 years relationship with her, and whenever he used to be with her, he always used to share his dreams with me. Okay, so he used to say that when he will plan his children, when he will do this and that, and he always used to be very caring for her. And he always used to say that it's her body, I'll not put my timelines and dates on her, so whenever she's ready, I'm ready too. So this was something which I always used to hear from him, and he used to be very excited about the future and everything. I don't know where the girl was at that point of time, but this guy was very excited, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, in between, they broke up, and they were not talking to each other for almost like 2.5 or 3 years. And I don't even know, like, in between, if they would talk or there was an on and off communication. I don't know about it, but all I heard from him was that they were not in contact at that point of time. But there was never a time when he forgot about her. He was always putting photos about he and his girlfriend. Now, I am not meaning to encourage you that put photos in your social media, or just put it in a group of close friends, even if you I mean, don't do this out of the lack energy, because he was not doing this out of the lack energy. He was putting photos with his girlfriend, but he used to put it in a way that nobody understands who this other person is. So he used to have these photos of they holding their hands with each other, and he had put it is in his DP for some days, and that kind of made him feel that she's always there with him. And all over the journey, I've seen him carrying a very positive attitude. It's not like he didn't have his ups and downs, he was going through a lot, but he always had this positive attitude and he persisted in it. He was even okay if she doesn't come back, but I feel like that feeling that if she doesn't come back was something which was not dominant, because I have never seen him talking about it so much, but I have always seen him appreciating that girl, appreciating what they had, and always seeing the future in a positive attitude, or seeing the future as if like anything can happen today or tomorrow, and it's all good. So he always believed in this miracles. He always believed in hope. He always had that hope that they will get together in some or the other way, at the unconscious mind, back of the mind. And you know what happened after 3 years? After 3 years later, after they had broken up, I got a engagement wedding card invitation from him, and I knew that it won't be some other person. It would be that girl only who he used to love. And I saw the invitation, and it said clearly that X is getting engaged to Y, because I don't want to take the names here. And I was jumping in the train, because I was like somewhere in between. I was in between the transit. So I mean, I was in the transit. So I was like so excited for them, and then I attended their engagement, and I remember there was a time when she was holding his hand, and a happy tear came out of his eyes, and it was so beautiful, because all through the time he had been so hopeful about the future, about their future. He had been so positive. He had persisted like anything, and that's what I feel, that if you want something, the universe does make it happen. So there's nothing like it cannot happen. Obviously it will happen. It's just a matter of some time and how much alignment you are in. So that's why I'm saying that you have to embrace the identity. So if you want to be married with a specific person, you need to embrace that identity of already being married to him. You need to, whenever you make food, think like as if like you're making food for him and his family. Or maybe when you sleep, just think that he's sleeping beside you. Or when you do something, or when you write your name, put his surname, or whatever it is, like however you want to keep it. I mean, I want to tell you that you need to put this dream as if like you're eating, drinking, and carrying it all the time in your life. It should not be some 10 minutes in a day, or it should not be 1 hour or 2 hours in a day where you're just affirming and then you forget about it and then you again go into the lax state. No. You have to make this as a form of a lifestyle. You really need to be, for example, if you were giving a big exam, for example some IAS exams or maybe MBBS exam, how would you prepare yourself? You would be preparing yourself day and night about it. You would be preparing and upgrading yourself so that tomorrow if there is a call, you will be able to give the best. So that's how you make the desired identity. So you are right now in X identity, but for getting Y, you need to be in the Y identity. So who needs to shift here? You need to shift here. And that's how, when you embrace the Y identity, one day it will happen. And that's why it's very important to understand that it has already happened. This is something which is inevitable. It is going to show up in the 3D, but you need to stop worrying about it. You need to stop finding evidence that it's not here yet. Don't do it. Because when you seek validation, you're just nullifying all your affirmations. Sometimes or the other way, you might want to check something, but then it's fine. It should not be a habit, or it should not be a part of your existence that without which you are like, okay, my affirmations are not working. How can your affirmations be not working? That itself is an affirmation that my affirmations are not working. You are affirming it time and again, my affirmations are not working. Dude, please stop it. And that's not going to help anyone. That's not going to help. You don't understand that when you have this firm belief, and then when you keep affirming this time and again that things are happening in my favor, that okay, so I've felt this so many times when I'm affirming for my person. I literally feel his energy when I am doing it with conviction and I'm not doubting at all. Okay, so I see him actually feeling those feelings. So it is happening, even if you don't see what the Y person is feeling, what the other person is feeling in the other end, but it is going to happen. Think of it as, for example, if you are in one side of the lake and your specific person is on the other side of the lake. So if you throw a stone in the lake, it will obviously going to carry that ripples into the other side also, even if you can't see it from the X side where you are in, but it is reaching that person. Same as energy. So when you are affirming and you're putting all these positive energies out there, you're actually carrying that, you are actually helping a specific person to realize his feelings for you, or to be in the desired version where you want him to be. But for that, you need to embrace your new identity instead of being in the old identity. Oh my god, this is not happening, that is not happening. Please stop talking like a loser, because that's not going to help. That's about it. Too much of tough love, I guess. But thank you. I hope it helps.